Does Israel have the right to exist? I think a more important question is, what form of existence are we talking about? Let's be very clear. States don't have a divine or immoral or ethical right to exist. They exist by the virtue of their existence. It's either you recognize them or you don't. This is why Afghanistan and North Korea are constantly struggling to acquire some form of recognition that would help them break away from their isolation imposed by the US and the West. The same thing with Taiwan, which is trying to widen its circle of support, but it's not very successful at this. In the case of Israel, you exist because there is a number of countries that support that existence and recognize you as a state that exists. But in order for you to exist and to continue to win some sort of legitimacy from the rest of the world, you have to abide by certain elements where you are not a pariah state, a state that is practicing extermination and genocide against defenseless people, as Israel is currently doing in Gaza. Another important question about exist in what form, can you actually exist as a fascist Nazi regime? Is that a right? Are we obligated to recognize you as a fascist Nazi regime? What if I raise this question to you? Does Nazi Germany, or did Nazi Germany have the right to exist, or did fascist Italy? Of course not. Not only because they did not have the needed legitimacy required of a nation to exist, but also we are under no obligation to recognize states that are carrying out extermination against other people, including the crime of Holocaust, among many others, during World War II. So Israel doesn't have any moral right to exist. And by the way, do we really need Israel to exist in its current form? Of course not, because that existence is going to always come at the expense of tens of thousands, in fact millions of innocent people. So no, Israel has no moral, ethical, or legal right to exist. Israel exists, and we are in the process of trying to raise awareness that this existence is happening at the expense of Palestinians, whose very right to live is being denied as we speak. So for us, a priority right now is to ensure that Palestinians have the right to exist as individuals, as collectives, as a nation, and as a people.